That's great. Okay, so this is mostly for Tara, but I'm just showing how I'm putting this together. This is Pie's tunic. It's meant to be Viking era. This is some linen blend. It's 55% linen, 45% cotton. I'm just testing right now to make sure that this piece is fitting over him. Okay, it looks good. You can take it off. So what this is this is a rectangle in one piece. I just fold it over. And we used his measurements around his chest at the widest part. And then we added 2 inches for ease and 1 inch for seam allowance. And then figured out the right length based on his height, just shoulder to like mid-thigh for him. It could be a little bit longer, but this is about the right length that he wanted it. So what we did here is I took his head measurement, which is gigantic, and his neck measurement. And I actually made this a bit bigger than his neck. I used the just a basic circumference calculator through Google. And it should be pretty close to the neck in general, but because kids have such a big head in proportion to their body, I widened this a little bit so he wouldn't have a slit basically down to his belly button. And then I used the split to make up the rest of the difference so that it would go over his head. So this ends up being from the center 3 inches on each side, and then the front dips down just over 4 inches, and then the back is about 1.5 inches back here, so it's more oval. And then this slit was about 4 inches. So from there, I have some rectangles cut out for his sleeves. You can taper these. You don't have to. So they just go up here, fold it over. It's going to go like that. And then these Viking era tunics actually had gussets that made it easier to put on so that your bent arm would actually fit through the sleeve. And those get fitted like that. And then they actually did skirt out a bit around the hip. So I have these triangular gussets here that will get inserted on each side so that it will skirt out a little bit. And that's going to get pinned and go like that. So, like I said, this is leftover fabric from my dress. It didn't take very much at all for him. I think it was like 15 inches across and 43 inches in length. So, and then the rest of the pieces were just cut out of the scrap on the side because this is so narrow. And it should be almost like a little Robin Hood type of tunic when it's all put together. So I'm going to just stitch, I'm going to pin these exactly like this and then stitch up one side. And then I'll have him try it on again and make sure that all of the lengths of everything are right before I do the other one.